Let's start creating your design for custom shape SUNCATCHER photo night light box with Merchandise template and mockup. Go to merchandise.com. You can find the custom shape SUNCATCHER photo night light box using the search box. On the product page, under the template and mockup tab, you can find the link to download the template and mockup file. You can use Photoshop or other alternatives that support smart object functions to open the downloaded templates. Now, we will use Photopea, a free online editing website, to create our design. Go to photopea.com, drag and drop the template to Photopea's workspace. Let's break down each part of this template. The first two sections are where you put the cut and print design for the wood layer on top. The last two sections are for the cut and print design of the acrylic SUNCATCHER layer. With this template, you can only create designs for the front of the light box. By default, the back of the light box is generated based on the front's design. And the front part is made of two layers, the top plywood layer and the bottom SUNCATCHER acrylic. Now, let's start by creating the design for the top layer first. Click on the thumbnail on Design, Top Layer, to open Smart Object in a new tab. Turn off the sample layer and turn on Guide. Now you can place your print design for the top layer here. Note that the top layer is solid plywood sitting on top of the SUNCATCHER acrylic. Any part that is covered by wood layer will block the light. So if you want to keep the light well spread and shine through, be intentional and keep this design area minimal. We recommend you only use simple monoline design for the top layer, and don't forget what we said about the green dashed line. Make sure your designs stay within safe zone and not touch the green dashed line. Once you finish filling this section, turn off the guide layer and save this smart object by holding down Ctrl+S. Close this tab and come back with our template file. Now you will see that your cut designs for the top layers have been automatically generated. To create design for the bottom layer, open the smart object of the design bottom layer, turn off the example layer and turn on the guide layer. Let's add the design for the bottom layer and place it within the safe zone. Note that the bottom layer provides the surfaces that hold the top layers, so make sure that your top layer is aligned with the bottom layer. Note that to create the SUNCATCHER effect, this layer uses a special printing technique, which won't work on white colors. You should avoid using white colors in your design for this section. Once everything is done, turn off guide and other unnecessary layers. Save Smart Object in Close tab. Back to the main template. Now the cut shape for the bottom layer is generated based on your design. If you are satisfied with how it looks, turn off the guide group and other unnecessary layers you don't want to include in your design. Now, you can save your file. On Photopea, click on File, select Export As and choose PNG to export the file in a transparent format. On Photoshop, click on Save As or Save as a Copy, and choose PNG format. You can also click on Export, and choose Quick Export as PNG. From the same template and mockup link, open the mockup folder and download the PSD file. In this folder, you will find a PSD file along with other mockup preview images. Download the PSD file to your devices. Besides the PSD mockup file, download this file named Create the LED Light. This file will be used to create the LED light effect for your design. To create the mockup, we will use the ATN file, which can only run in Photoshop. On the layer panel, click the Smart Object icon for Place Your Design Here layer. In the New tab, hide the sample design by turning off the customizable parts here. Now you can replace the print design you have created previously, or you can design the template from scratch, just like what we have done in the previous section. Once you finish filling this template, turn off guide or any other unnecessary layers. Save Smart Object and close the tab. Back to the mockup file. Now you will see your design has been applied to this mockup. First, let's turn off this LED light effect for the example design. Click Window from the top menu, select Action. This will open the action box. Now let's drag the ATN files we downloaded previously into the action box. Next, hold Ctrl while clicking this box to select the design area. Then click the LED action from the list and hit the play button. Now Photoshop will automatically run a series of actions to create the LED light effect for your mockup. When it's done, you can see the new LED light added to the mockup. You can turn off this layer to turn off the LED light on your mockup image. Besides, you can also change the background for your mockup here. If you want to create a mockup image that includes both the front and back of your design, turn off this group and these background options, and turn on front_back. Then adjust the background colors if you want to. If you are satisfied with how your mockup looks, you can save your mockup for your own use. Make sure to turn off unnecessary layers before saving your artwork. You have finished your template and mockup. It's time to upload your design to our fulfillment system and start selling.